Sorry about the delay, but I was having a technical glitch. Um, there was the MK1 logo just spinning around. So I decided to close the application, start again. So let's jump
Telekinetic
back
energy
into
grabs Sub-Zero's legs.
What is this?
Ermac flies to him.
We are charged with defending the fortress. None will escape us.
Telekinetic energy grabs Sub-Zero's arms and forces them out to his side.
Test your might.
Sub-Zero launches an ice bolt at Ermac, knocking him out of the air to the ground.
You are Quan Chi's creation. Liu Kang warned about you. I had hoped for the chance to battle your dark magic.
Fight!
Oh, I get it. Why it froze like that. That was a tester might problem. That was a tester might. It was trying to load in, but it didn't. So I had to restart the whole thing. So this technically would be part no, that's literally what happened. There was supposed to be a tester might there, but it just didn't load properly. And this is before the game's official release, so things might be a little extra buggy. This is before the day one patch and all that. It's a valid reason, though.
Sub-Zero eyes Ermac.
You are not so fearsome.
Scorpion and Smoke run to him.
You're both unharmed?
We are, brother.
Good. After our years of idleness, it pleases me to again face combat.
I will be pleased when we complete our mission.
They sprint across the fortress. Sub-Zero blasts a trail of ice and slides across it to a wall beside a portcullis. Scorpion and Smoke stand on the other side of it. Sub-Zero peers through the opening, then nods to the other two before sneaking through it with them. They step to an inactive Soul Stealer, its fused humanoid bones bound to strips of cloth and shaped into a tall spiral. Sub-Zero reaches toward it.
Be careful with what you're handling. We have no time for mistakes.
Scorpion, Smoke, and Sub-Zero slink away toward numerous other Soul Stealers.
Continue working. I must oversee production of the remaining basins.
Quan Chi steps away from cloaked workers constructing a Soul Stealer. He walks through an enormous archway lined with terracotta soldiers leading into the fortress. Sub-Zero covers the mouth of a guard from behind and impales his chest with an ice dagger before setting him down.
That's Quan Chi. The other sorcerer Liu Kang described.
Kuai Liang and I will capture him. Stay here. Do not let them activate the Soul Stealers.
Quan Chi steps down a corridor hedged in with more terracotta soldiers. Flames flicker in numerous braziers lining the walls and gold coins litter the stone floor. Sub-Zero and Scorpion slowly follow him as he steps through a doorway into another room. Sub-Zero pauses by a heap of gold coins. He picks one up and inspects it in the firelight. He looks past it at mounds of gold coins sitting in the room beyond the corridor. Sub-Zero and Scorpion look past the treasure at Quan Chi on the other side of the room with multiple women in leather armor and skeletal masks.
There will be spoils in this war.
Let us win it first, brother.
They glance at the doorway behind them, then hurry off as Shang Tsung emerges from it. Smirking, Shang Tsung strides across the treasure room toward Quan Chi and the women. Quan Chi steps to him.
Will the Soul Stealers be completed on time, Quan Chi?
Yes. Our benefactor's guidance has proven most helpful.
If we break it, we'll halt their construction.
Agreed.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion step out from behind a large ruined door and charge Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Green energy pools around Quan Chi's hands and he blasts heaps of skulls at Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero smashes his way through them while Scorpion trades blows with Shang Tsung. Sub-Zero and Quan Chi each dodge the other's kicks. Then Sub-Zero front kicks him back.
Ah, the Lin Kuei. We have been expecting you.
Were you told also to expect defeat? This ends no other way.
Fight.
Scorpion and Sub-Zeros are brothers in this game. Like, literally.
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice wall hammer.
Snowflake. You should never have come here. I will bury you in this fortress. Your failure was inevitable.
Scorpion evades Shang Tsung's knife hand strike, then jabs his gut and sidekicks him back. Shang Tsung shoots a fire skull into a giant pile of coins and jewels behind Scorpion, sending it sliding down and burying the warrior. Sub-Zero shoots an ice beam, but Shang Tsung blocks it with a shield of fire.
This is so unnecessary. What I can offer you, you won't decline.
Unless it's your surrender, I am not interested.
Fight.
As I suspected, her capabilities are indeed limited.
It's a mirror match, everybody. No, it's not.
I had hoped for a worthier enemy.
Sub-Zero steps to Shang Tsung's body and conjures a large axe made of ice. Scorpion watches him raise the weapon, but he stops when guards pour in from the doorway. One shatters Sub-Zero's ice axe with his sword, and another jump kicks Scorpion. Sub-Zero grabs a guard's arm and twists it around so his sword cuts another's throat. Scorpion weaves around one guard's sword, then throws him into a second. A guard bashes Sub-Zero's face with his shield, knocking him down. The guards quickly grab him and Scorpion, then force them to their knees. Shang Tsung staggers to his feet. He dusts himself off, then steps to Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Perhaps now you wish to entertain my offer.
How would you know what I value? We're strangers to each other.
I know that you wish to break free of Liu Kang's control, to gain your clan unrivaled power. I offer the means to do both.
Ignore him, brother. He promises only corruption.
Grandmaster, I am sure you're asking yourself, can I afford to trust a man I have never met? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford not to?
Sub-Zero stares at Shang Tsung. Geras stands before a giant hourglass and shifts his arms around. Sand weaves through the air, then images of the benefactor and Shang Tsung appear in the bottom of the hourglass.
And you were meant for war, to live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become. I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet.
Geras examines her.
Who are you?
He steps closer to the hourglass.
Impossible.
Shao, Shang Tsung, and multiple soldiers usher Scorpion and Sub-Zero forward, their wrists bound by manacles.
My realm and your clan have much in common. We both feel the pull of Liu Kang's leash.
Once Outworld rules Earthrealm, you will be free to remake the Lin Kuei in any manner you see fit.
Bihan, don't listen! We must stop them, not—
Silence, Kuai Liang.
But brother!
Obey your Grandmaster. Can you win this war? Soul Stealers are deadly, but they're not enough.
You only think so because you don't understand their true purpose.
Explain.
Emperor Ying built this fortress during one of Earthrealm's most turbulent periods. Enemies beset him on all sides. He built a great army to protect his empire. He built a second one to protect him in the afterlife. This is Emperor Ying's Dragon Army.
They enter a vast, icy chamber hewn from an enormous cavern. Hundreds of terracotta warriors surround them on the ground floor, and various floors above them.
Impressive. But does this history lesson have a point?
These statues were constructed and enchanted by the great mages in the Emperor's court.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion follow Shang Tsung around a central cobblestone platform to a large wooden chest. Shang Tsung kneels, then opens it, revealing a velvet-lined interior housing a silver crown made in the likeness of two dragons facing each other. Shang Tsung takes the crown, then pours green liquid from a vial onto it.
They are animated by fragments of souls. Once alive, they fight tirelessly, unburdened by remorse or pity.
Green mist coils off of the crown as Shang Tsung
Hold on, guys. I'm just
sets it
trying
on
to
his own
fix
head.
something.
Green energy fills the gaps in a row of terracotta soldiers'
There we
armor,
go.
and their faces turn skeletal. They turn towards Sub-Zero and Scorpion, then punch and kick the air in unison. The warriors stop.
As our ally, you will be given command of several battalions. Few in Earthrealm could then resist the Lin Kuei.
Sub-Zero walks to the row of dragon warriors and examines them. He approaches Shang Tsung and holds his manacles up to him. Two soldiers grab Scorpion as he steps forward.
Beyond!
Shang Tsung removes Sub-Zero's manacles.
How could you? Father would turn in his grave if he saw this!
He was a doddering old fool. He did us a favor having that accident. And I was right to let him die.
Let him die? You said you tried to save him!
A lie. Because you couldn't, and still can't face the truth. Father had doomed the Lin Kuei to mediocrity. Now, we will achieve greatness.
Sub-Zero gestures to the dragon warriors. Scorpion elbows a pair of soldiers holding him back, then hammers General Shao's face before whipping Shang Tsung's head with his chains. He whirls around to Sub-Zero and bashes him to the ground. A soldier grabs him, then Scorpion knocks him down and pummels his head. His chains glow orange as he takes down several more soldiers. Then General Shao swings his axe at him. Scorpion ducks under the attack, then snatches the axe with his chains, tears it from General Shao's hand, and flings it away. He whips Shao's face with his chains, then Shao backhands him. Scorpion maneuvers behind Shao to wrap his chains around his throat, jump onto his back, and strangle him. General Shao throws him off, breaking the chains. Scorpion gets to his feet as Shao grabs his axe.
He is a feisty one.
Are you going to blather or make yourself useful? This Earthrealmer must be neutralized. Fight.
I have not played as Scorpion, so give me time to adjust.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. General Shao's axe bashes the victim into the air. He leaps and slams the axe to cleave their ribs apart, then dives to stomp them.
Such fire, Earthrealmer. It's a shame you wasted this.
You may corrupt Bihan, but you won't corrupt me. Neither of you are up to the task.
Do not let Kuai Liang escape!
Shang Tsung directs the dragon army with the crown. They charge at Scorpion. Scorpion shoots flames to burn the undead warriors. They disintegrate before reaching him, one with its sword a mere hair away from his face. He sprints out of the tomb of the dragon army, past hordes of unanimated warriors. He dashes toward the dilapidated castle. He enters the Great Hall and sneaks cautiously through wood and stone wreckage. He reaches 3 fire pits where Quan Chi and Rain gather. The duo discusses a pot of melted metal as it pours.
Pollutants impact efficiency. Like barnacles on a ship's hull, they create drag and reduce speed.
I see.
As Scorpion slinks past, his reflection glints off of a shield that hangs from a wall, which catches Rain's eye. Rain squints. Unaware, Scorpion tiptoes away. Rain wields his staff and hurls a burst of water at him.
So you've declined Shang Tsung's offer. I assume your brother has not.
The sorcerer tempted him into forsaking his oath.
He can be convincing, can't he? Spurning him is a grave mistake.
Fight.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Rain summons 2 tendrils of water, which wrap around the victim's hips to electrocute them and shatter their pelvis.
The waters rise against you. Join us, or...
This game is really pretty too.
Your scheme will fail. I'll see to it.
Scorpion relaxes and glares.
The mistake is yours, Outworlder.
Havik and Darius storm in.
What have you done?
They rush Scorpion. He dodges Darius's punches and blocks Havik's kick. He grasps Havik's arm and smashes his head. He kicks him away and brawls with Darius. He whips out his rope dart, lances Havik's stomach, and slams him against a wall. He throws a series of punches at Darius. Havik kicks Scorpion toward the pot of melted metal. He holds out his hands to stop himself from falling in and burns them. They hold him down and lower his head as he struggles.
Test your might.
Scorpion headbutts Darius and strikes Havik. He elbows Darius away. He grips Havik by the neck and shoves his face into the boiling metal. He releases and Havik covers his face with his hands. Havik staggers away, dripping blood that sizzles when it hits the ground. Harvick turns to reveal his disfigured face. His nose and lips have dissolved, and his charred teeth are exposed from his blistered jaw.
I am not finished. For burning me, you'll burn in the Netherrealm.
Fight!
Desist, or I'll scorch the rest of you.
This is a very, very back and forth fight. Most of them have been.
Darius jabs the victim's jaw, then stomps on their knee to shatter their femur and shin. Harvick headbutts the victim to the floor, then pummels them. His own fists break apart into jagged, stabbing bone.
A Lin Kuei's flame is not easily smothered.
Split up! We must find him!
Scorpion bolts out of the castle alone. In the outer courtyard, a sharp wind carries snow onto the sloping roofs of various buildings. Smoke waits behind a
It
giant wheel.
just does that
darts
so
to
I can
Scorpion.
load the other
What happened?
sections.
Where's Bihan? He's betrayed us. We're all in imminent danger.
They retreat into a blizzard.
Letting Father die. Forsaking Earthrealm. He's abandoned all reason.
I knew Bihan's frustrations ran deep, but I never thought they could inspire such madness. We can't let his corruption spread.
Whatever it takes, I am with you.
Thank you. We may not share blood, but we are brothers.
Sub-Zero emerges.
Do your oaths mean nothing? It's your duty to obey my will.
Not when it betrays Lin Kuei principles. We won't sacrifice them to serve your ambition.
An ice dagger materializes in Sub-Zero's hand. He slashes at Scorpion, who swerves. Scorpion stomps his brother's side, then kicks his jaw. He traps Sub-Zero's dominant arm and twists. Sub-Zero breaks free with a kick. He punches Sub-Zero in the throat. Scorpion tries to wrestle the ice dagger from Sub-Zero's hand, but Sub-Zero slices his palm. He squeezes his wounded hand into a fist as Sub-Zero advances. As snow flutters, Sub-Zero stabs and swipes at his brother, who dodges and retaliates with his fist. Sub-Zero carves at his brother's head, but Scorpion grabs his arm with both hands. He looks up and sees Sub-Zero's empty fist. Sub-Zero cuts his face with the dagger in his other hand, leaving a trailing scar.
Kuei Liang!
Stay back. This is my fight.
End this, brother. Embrace the future.
I want no part of it. You pervert all that it means to be Lin Kuei.
Fight.
Reverse brother, anyone?
disgrace our family and clan.
All right, Yoda. Even though Sub-Zero is my favorite, I still kick his butt.
You are my Grandmaster no longer.
Scorpion kneels.
What are you doing? Once he's exposed, won't you be made Grandmaster?
You forget Cyrax and Sector. Their loyalty to Bihan is absolute. They'll sooner abet his corruption than follow me. We must chart a new course. One that both honors our father's legacy and serves Earthrealm.
He stands behind Smoke.
Help me. We can't leave him here to aid Shang Tsung.
Later, Scorpion rushes into the surrounding woodland with Smoke, shouldering Sub-Zero's comatose body. They halt and watch 4 columns of green light flare from the Yin Fortress ruins, swirling into the clouds. Simultaneously, at the Wuxi Academy, Liu Kang studies the same Soul Nados.
How did you achieve this, sorcerer?
Behind him, particles of sand dance with shards of light. The small sandstorm forms Geras.
You arrived not a moment too soon, Geras. What have you learned?
In scrutinizing Shang Tsung's first meeting with his benefactor, I made an important discovery. Her life essence, the very time crystals that make up her being, are not of this timeline.
Not of this timeline? How could someone from a previous timeline enter this one?
That cannot happen.
If that cannot happen, then what has happened, Geras? There are no other timelines than those that have come before.
All evidence points to the presence of a second timeline, which exists concurrently with ours.
2 timelines, side by side, moving forward simultaneously?
Never in a billion lifetimes have I seen this. But that does not make the other timeline any less real. There can be no doubt that Shang Tsung's benefactor hails from it.
And who she is, why she's here, where she's from. All questions we need answered, which we can't, or we are under attack. I will go to Sindel. Convince her to withdraw from Earthrealm by showing her how history is being manipulated.
That will require revealing to her your prior role as Keeper of Time.
The situation gives me no choice. I will need your help, Geras, to prove my claims to the Empress.
They observe the Soul Nados while trees sway in the wind. Later, in Outworld, Sundo's portal
It's
gate
bad.
emanates energy,
Okay.
surrounded by tropical
It's
greenery
real
and colorful
bad.
flowers. Liu Kang materializes from within. The constabulary await. Li Mei approaches as the others draw their weapons. She walks between weathered lion statues and reaches a platform bordered by water.
Return home, Lord Liu Kang. I am to let no one pass.
I must see Her Majesty. She must call off her attack on Earthrealm.
Her decision was unwise, but she no longer seeks my counsel, and I doubt she's interested in yours.
The Empress has been deceived. Shang Tsung and General Shao have fomented this crisis as a means to steal her throne.
General Shao? I knew he was hiding his true intentions. But join Shang Tsung? I knew he couldn't be trusted. Were I still Umgadi, he would never have breathed the same air as the Empress. My palace sources told me he arrived out of nowhere, and immediately had the Empress's ear.
He gained her trust by treating Princess Melina's condition. Tragically,
Sorry
she's
about
affected
that,
with
folks.
Tarkat disease.
Tarkat? The Empress must be beside herself. If Shang Tsung found a treatment, no wonder she embraced him.
I have shared this with no one.
I trust that you, of all people, will keep this secret.
Sometimes my computer
Of
doesn't
course.
pick up that
Were it made
Steve
public,
is
it would
running
bring
right
down the
away.
royal family.
Li Mei,
Because reasons.
Empress Sindel needs our help. Will you join me?
Emperor Jared's death, the pain it caused Empress Sindel, has always haunted me. I failed the royal family once. I won't do so again.
She clenches her jaw. Later, Li Mei and Liu Kang ride in an enclosed wooden carriage pulled by horses, while her constables run alongside it.
Everything now makes sense. My Umgadi contacts had said the general's soldiers had been encroaching. But still, I can't fathom it. General Shao committing treason?
It is the fruit of a poisonous seed planted by Shang Tsung. He played to the general's vanity, inflamed his prejudices to convince him that he alone could save our world.
He may be unstoppable. The Umgadi don't have numbers, and my constables aren't trained for war.
Know that I, too, will aid in the Empress's defense.
The carriage stops.
Driver, what is it?
She pushes the doors open. Her constables have drawn their weapons.
I may need that aid right now.
He nods. Reiko and a Centaurian swagger up, backed by General Shao's soldiers. The Centaurian has a horse's body, ram's horns, a metal tail, and a humanoid muscular upper body.
Return Liu Kang to the portal gate, Li Mei. He isn't welcome in Outworld.
I won't support the General, Reiko, nor his plot to usurp the throne.
Then you won't live to see the new regime.
The Centaurian rips off a constable's arms. He bucks and stomps his victim to the ground with heavy heat. Reiko slashes constables with a knife. He rolls and stabs a constable in the throat. Blood spurts as he yanks it out. He flings the blood off his knife. Li Mei shuts the doors.
They have us surrounded.
I am Earthrealm's protector, Li Mei. I am no stranger to combat.
Then let's get out there.
She throws open the doors and sprints. She kicks two soldiers in their chests and sweeps her leg to trip another. Li Mei springs back up and faces Reiko, who tosses a constable over his shoulder.
You should have joined us, not the constabulary. We could have used your Umgadi skill.
Enough. I've no use for a traitor's compliments.
Fight.
Li Mei's got some short range here. Haro is the problem here.
Motaro charges the victim with a headbutt, then back kicks their torso to shatter their ribs. Reiko throws a spear through his victim's chest. He breaks off the spear's handle to smash it through their skull.
I thought Shao's soldiers were better trained.
Can't win them all now, can ya?
Enough. I've no use for a traitor's compliments.
Fight.
I thought Shao's soldiers were better trained.
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Li Mei conjures a giant lion head made of energy. She leaps, twists the victim's neck, and throws them into the lion's maw.
You and your accomplices will face judgment, Reiko.
Li Mei hurries Liu Kang as her constables arrest the soldiers.
We must leave. Reinforcements will be on the way.
He follows her into the carriage and shuts the doors. Later, Li Mei and Liu Kang stride through the hanging gardens of Empress Sindel's palace.
Second try,
A
actually.
purple weeping willow provides ample shade among majestic architecture. They march past lavender drapes dispersed between stone columns. They reach a flourishing garden with vibrant flora and a flowing waterfall. Tanya accosts them, flanked by a second Umgadi. She points her staff at Liu Kang.
Word of his arrival precedes you. Surrender if
I
you
know.
wish to remain unharmed.
Let us pass, Tanya. The Empress and her family are in danger. He brings word that Shang Tsung
I'm
and
having
General
too
Shao
much
plot
fun to
against them.
stop.
The General? Are you so easily taken in by lies? Once again, you prove incapable of protecting the royal house.
Fight!
And it doesn't help that she is a person I don't play as at all.
The attacker
Dead.
jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Tanya bolts forward, leaving her staff lodged in the ground.
overkill.
She leaps to kick the victim's face through the staff.
You won't reach the Empress unless you kill me.
Don't waste precious time, Tanya. Let's finish this. I'm sorry you made that necessary.
Umgadi priestesses rush in. They circle Li Mei and Liu Kang, pointing their spears.
Priestesses.
Li Mei holds out her arms as she and Liu Kang stand back to back.
You know who I am. Of my deeds when I was one of you. I may no longer be welcome. But in my heart, I am still Umgadi. I will always honor my vows. He's here to end a threat to the Empress. Stand against us, and she will lose the throne. Stand with us, and we will save the Empire.
Later, Li Mei and Liu Kang escort a bound Tanya down a hallway.
Why didn't you kill me?
Because we mean you no harm.
And that you live will help prove that fact to the Empress.
Umgadi follow as the trio enters the colossal throne room. Purple fabric drapes over the walls, and pink flower petals twirl in the air. They reach Empress Sindel, who sits between Katana
Sindel
and
is
Umgadi
overpowered
thumped
in
their
this
spears.
game.
How dare you, Li Mei? It's not enough that you let Jared be murdered. You let Liu Kang destroy the rest of my family?
My heart broke when your husband died. I lost not only my Emperor, but you, my closest friend. I know you may never forgive me.
She puts a hand to her chest.
But don't be blinded by anger and grief. We are here to help you.
Tanya chokes Li Mei with rope tied around her wrist. She elbows Tanya's head and twists around to strike. Liu Kang seizes spears. Katana charges in, to Melina.
No, daughter. Your condition.
Li Mei sidesteps Tanya's punch, then kicks her to the ground. Katana closes in.
Your faithlessness astounds, Li Mei. How can you side with Earthrealm against us?
I'm acting for your family's benefit, and for Outworlds. If you took a moment, you'd realize it.
Fight.
Come on.
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Katana flings her fan blades into the victim, leaps, summons the fans back, and drives them into their skull.
Your Highness, please. You fight the wrong battle.
First try
You
on
must
that
be
one,
smarter, Princess.
Sindel.
No, Melina. I forbid it.
I must. If I won't risk my life for the throne, I'm not worthy of it.
Brushing away Sindel's hand, she strikes Li Mei. Li Mei blocks. She cleaves Li Mei's throat and kicks her to the ground.
I remember teaching you that, princess. You were but a girl.
That was long ago. Much has changed.
My loyalty to your family hasn't. Trust me now as you did then.
Melina lunges and throws punches. Li Mei ducks and kicks her down.
Please, princess, just listen. We shouldn't fight.
Melina rises and reveals her Tarkat symptoms. Jagged teeth protrude. Her sharp tongue jerks as she knocks Sindel over. Li Mei dashes over to pull Melina off her mother.
Forgive me, princess, but I won't allow you to hurt yourself or anyone else.
Fight!
I must be careful. I cannot harm her. Focus and precision will win this. Remain steady, Li Mei.
Need the fatal. I call bull crap on that. I was going for the fatal blow and it didn't activate. Game crashed. Not a big deal though. Just give me a moment to pull it up and then we'll get back in there. It says it's running, but it's not running. Waiting out. Close Steam down, start it back up. Okay. I'll be right back. We're going to start another stream, getting this off.